Hi viewers, welcome to Shaker's Bio Factory for NEET. Principles of Inheritance and Variations with Sex Determination and its Types. If you like this video, subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get notifications. Like, follow and share my videos to your students and friends to get more information in biology related to NEET and other national state level competitive exams. In this video, I am going to explain the mechanism of sex determination and its types. The differentiation of male and female is called sex. This establishment of male and female individuals or male and female organisms of an individual is called sex determination. A sex determination is a biological system that determines the development of sexual characters in an organism. The initial clue about the genetic and chromosomal mechanism of sex determination can be traced back to some of the experiments carried out in insects. The first indication that sex chromosomes were distinct from other chromosomes came from the experiment conducted by one of the German biologists. His name is Hermann Henking in 1891 year. So based on his observations, Henking hypothesized that the extra chromosome called X body must play some role in determining the sex of insects. Further investigations by other scientists that leads to the conclusion that the X body of Henking was in fact of a chromosome, and that is why it was given to the name X chromosomes. In living organisms, the diploid nucleus contains two types of chromosomes. In this, the first type is autosomes and second type is allosomes. The autosomes are somatic chromosomes or body chromosomes with genes express only body characters. Autosomes are homologous chromosomes. In this, the chromosomes which contain the same genes, especially the region of DNA, in the same order along their chromosomal arm. All chromosomes except the sex chromosomes are referred to as autosomes. Autosomes are common in both male and female individuals. They exist in pairs in the somatic cells where signed in genetic cells. The second type of chromosomes are allosomes. The allosomes are sex chromosomes or reproductive chromosomes with genes that can express sexual characters only. An allosome may be a chromosome that differ in size, kind and behavior from another chromosomes. In most of the organisms, allosomes play an important role in sex determination process. Allosomes only different in both male and female individuals. The sex determination in living organisms is basically two types. In this, the first type is male heterogamety and second type is female heterogamety. In male heterogamety, the male parent can produce, there are two types of gametes and these male gametes play an important role in sex determination. The male heterogamety is again two types. The first type is XX, X0 type. Second type is XX, XY type. In XXX0 type, In this method of sex determination, the parental individuals have autosomes and allosomes, but only one allosome like autosomes plus X chromosome is present in male, and the two allosomes XX chromosomes are present in female. The female individual always having an extra X chromosome in its genome. Example for XXX0 type: roundworm, some insects like true bugs, grasshopper and cockroach. These are example for XXX0 type of sex determination. In this XXX0 type of sex determination, the male parental individual having autosomes with one X chromosome only, but female parent having autosomes along with two X chromosome. Compared to male and female, female parent always have an extra X chromosome. During gamete formation, the male parent, it can produce two types of gametes. In this, 50% of gametes having X chromosome and remaining 50% of gametes without X chromosome. But female parent can produce only one type of gametes. All these female gametes have X chromosome. So during gametic fusion, the female gametes are taken here, male gametes are taken here. In this, the first combination, because of two X chromosome, the offspring becomes into female. The second combination, due to absence of one X chromosome, the offspring will becomes into male. The third combination, because of two X chromosomes, the offspring will becomes into female offspring. And finally, the last combination, due to absence of one X chromosome, it becomes into male. In this way, the male parent can produce two types of gametes, and these two types of gametes, it play an important role in sex determination process. Coming to second type of sex determination, it is XXXY type. In this type, the sex determination method, the parental individuals having autosomes and allosomes, but one X chromosome and one Y chromosome present in male individuals. In similar way, two X chromosomes are present in female individuals. The female individual always have only one type of allosomes, but a male parent having two different types of allosomes. Example for XXXY type method, most of the insects like Drosophila and majority of mammals including human being having XXXY type of sex determination. In this XXXY type in human being, the total number of chromosomes in human being is 46 in diploid nucleus. In this, the male parent have 44 autosomes, one X, one Y allosomes. But female parent having 44 autosomes, two X chromosome in its nucleus. So during gamete formation, the male parent only can produce two types of gametes. In this, 50% of male gametes are with X chromosome, and the remaining 50% of male gametes are with Y chromosome. But female parent can produce only one type of gametes. All these female gametes are with only X chromosome. During gametic fusion, by taking male gametes here and female gametes here, the first combination, because of two X chromosome, the offspring becomes into female. Because of one X, one Y chromosome, the second combination becomes into male. The third combination, due to having of two X chromosomes, becomes into female, and the last combination, due to having of one X, one Y chromosome, the offspring will becomes into male. So in this sex determination method, the male parent gametes, especially male gametes, play an important role in sex determination. The sex of offspring, it always depends on male parent only. And every time there is a 50% of chance for male offspring and 50% of chance is there for female offsprings in male heterogamety method. And coming to second type of sex determination, it is the female heterogamety. In female heterogamety, the female parent can produce two types of gametes. In this, female gametes play an important role in sex determination process is called female heterogamety. The female heterogamety is again two types. The first type is ZZ-Z0 type and second method is ZZ-ZW type. In ZZ-Z0 type, in this type of sex determination, the parental individuals naturally having autosomes and allosomes, but only one allosome Z chromosome present in female, but two allosomes ZZ chromosomes are present in male. The male individuals always having an extra Z chromosome in its nucleus. Example for this ZZ-Z0 type: butterflies, moth, pigeon and ducks. In this ZZ-Z0 type of sex determination method, the male parent having autosomes and two Z chromosomes in nucleus, but female parent have autosomes with only one Z chromosome. So compared to male and female, female individuals have an extra chromosome every time. During gamete formation, the male parent can produce only one type of gametes. All gametes are with a Z chromosome, but female parent can produce two types of gametes. In this, 50% of gametes are with a Z chromosome and remaining 50% of gametes, actually female gametes, are without Z chromosome. At this time, the gametic fusion, it leads to the formation of offsprings. In this, the first offspring, because of two Z chromosome, it becomes into male. The second offsprings, because of two Z chromosomes, it also becomes into male. Coming to the third combination, due to having of only one Z chromosome in nucleus, the offspring becomes into female, and due to having of only one Z chromosome, the fourth combination also becomes into female. So in this way, the female gametes, it play an important role in sex determination process. It's so that it is called female heterogamety. It is one type of method called ZZ-Z0 type. Coming to second type of female heterogamety. In this second type of female heterogamety called ZZ-ZW type, in this also the parental individuals having autosomes with the allosomes, but one Z chromosome, one W chromosome present in female, but the two Z chromosomes are present in male in this ZZ-ZW type of sex determination. In this, male individuals always have only one type of allosomes, it is ZZ chromosomes. Example for this method: birds, reptiles, fish and silkworm. In this ZZ-ZW type of sex determination, the male parent having two Z chromosomes, but female parent have one Z and one W chromosomes along with autosomes. During gametic formation, the male parent can produce only one type of gametes. All the gametes having only Z chromosome, but female parent can produce the two types of female gametes. 50% of female gametes are with the Z chromosome and remaining 50% of female gametes are with W chromosomes. So during gametic fusion, the first offspring, because of two Z chromosomes, it becomes into male. And second offspring also, because of two Z chromosomes, it becomes into male. The third combination, it receives one Z chromosome from male gamete, W chromosome from female gamete, it becomes into female. In similar way, the fourth combination also receive one Z chromosome from male gamete, W chromosome from female gamete, it becomes into female offsprings. In this way, in female heterogamety, the female gametes play an important role in sex determination, and every time there is a 50% of chance for male offspring and 50% of chance for female offspring. These are the four different types of sex determination methods belongs to male and female heterogamety. Along with these four methods, one special type of sex determination, it is seen in honeybees. It is called haploid diploid mechanism of sex determination or haplodiploidy. In honeybees, the sex determination process generally it is depends on chromosome number. For example, in honeybees, the male honeybee it always haploid in nature with a 16 number of chromosomes. But the female honeybee it always diploid in nature with a 32 number of chromosomes. That means if 16 chromosomes are present in nucleus, such honeybees becomes into male. If 32 chromosomes are present in nucleus, such honeybees becomes into female honeybees. That means the chromosome number it play an important role in sex determination method. Coming to haploid diploid mechanism of sex determination or haplodiploidy. In this, the parental individuals by taking female honeybee and male honeybee. Already we know that the female honeybee is always diploid with 32 number of chromosomes and male honeybees are always haploid with 16 number of chromosomes. During gamete formation, here we can observe different types of cell divisions. It's very important. During gamete formation, the female honeybee, because of diploid condition, it can produce haploid gametes with meiosis division. In this meiosis division, the chromosomal number reduced to half so that the chromosome number becomes into 16 in female gametes. But in male honeybee, the male honeybees already these are in haploid condition with 16 number of chromosomes, so that there is no chance for meiosis division. These male honeybees directly with the help of mitosis division can produce haploid gametes. So the main difference here, the female honeybee can produce female gametes by meiosis, but male honeybee can produce male gametes with mitosis divisions. During gamete formation, these haploid gametes are formed from male and female honeybees. These gametes undergoes fusion. Sometimes it failed to perform fertilization. Coming to first condition, the female honeybee can produce haploid female gametes if in any cases these female gametes are egg cell. If it not undergo fertilization, such type of unfertilized egg cells, they directly becomes into male honeybees with the 16 number of chromosomes. It is a special type of process is called parthenogenesis. In parthenogenesis, unfertilized egg cell becomes into new individual. It is male honeybee with a 16 number of chromosomes called parthenogenesis. Coming to second condition, if the egg cell, haploid egg cell, if it is fertilized with the male gamete, this fertilized egg with a 32 number of chromosomes, it becomes into female honeybee. So female honeybees are produced by the process of fertilization. Male honeybees are produced without fertilization. Coming to third condition, if any unfertilized male gametes are there, such unfertilized sperm cells or male gametes, it will degenerate, it never becomes into new individuals. Such type of haploid diploid mechanism of sex determination, it is observed in honeybees. So male honeybees are developed from unfertilized egg cells. Female honeybees are produced from fertilized egg cells. In case if any unfertilized male gametes or sperm cells are present, it will degenerate. It is a process of haplodiploidy sex determination in honeybees. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, subscribe my channel, like, share my videos to your students and friends.